Today we're covering Topic 1, Lesson 1, Add On. Topic 1 is called Understand Addition and Subtraction. Lesson 1-1 is called Add To. And the I can statement for this lesson is I can solve word problems about adding to. I can also model with math. Here I have the student practice page. With the add to method, you're starting with an amount and then adding to that amount. So they're showing you with visuals, just like the kids would have learned in kindergarten. There are 5 cats to start, and then 2 more cats join. The student would count how many cats there are. They can count all of the cats, or maybe the student knows that starting with 5, because the problem said 5 cats, and then they can just count up from 5, 6, 7. However they do that, they are trying to get this concept, that when you have a starting amount and then you add to that, it can be written as an addition problem. So we're going to be taking these word problems, writing them as addition problems, and that is the concept of add to. So they change these cats from visuals of like an image into cubes, because a lot of classrooms will actually have these cubes in them. You can use anything like little tokens or pennies or anything you have lying around to show an amount of 5, and then 2 more being added to that makes 7. And then here's that changing those cubes into an actual addition problem. You can reason with the student, how do cubes help you solve the problem? Get them to try to verbalize what their thinking process is, because a lot of kids will think of these things differently. Cubes are very tactile and maybe help a lot of students see the math in front of them, get them learning it hands-on. Some kids will just intuitively know and see the numbers in their head, and they don't need that hands-on piece. Again, here's the visual. Number 1 has 3 cows, 3 more cows join. So as a math sentence, 3 plus 3 equals 6 is what they want them writing in. It's already here, but they just want the kid tracing in 3 plus 3 equals 6. And then they have one without the symbols for them. You start with 2 birds, 6 birds join. So that would be starting with 2, adding on 6, and that is equal to 8. The student could count each bird. They could start at 2 and then go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some advanced thinking would be starting with the larger number of 6 birds and then counting on from there, 7, 8. For number 3, you've got 4 bees to start with. This is adding on 4 more bees, which is equal to 8 bees. I would also point out this is a doubles fact. This is one of those foundational skills that you want your student having memorized or having it so intuitive, these doubles facts, that they know that one very quickly. In number 4, you start with 3 bugs, you add on 6 more bugs, and that is equal to 9 bugs. Again, this is a great time to point out that you could start with the 6 bugs. Starting with the larger number is sometimes easier because it is less work to count up 7, 8, 9 than it would be to start with 3 and count on 6 more than that. They have a higher order thinking question. This just takes it one step further. So you have 6 ducks, 4 chickens, and 2 ducks join. So how many ducks are there in all? This is not asking how many animals there are in all. This is a word problem where they only want them counting the ducks. So it's reasoning out the unimportant information. We do not need to know how many chickens there are. So we have 6 ducks. We are adding on 2 more ducks that join, which gives us 8 ducks. Savas would like you to fill in here. They've already put ducks in all, but if this was not provided for you, they would expect you to write in the word ducks. There are 4 more problems in this homework. One of those I want you to know is another higher order thinking question. Number 6, there were 3 dogs, 4 dogs join. We are going to add to find the sum. The sum is the answer to an addition problem, so pointing out that that's an important math word that will come up again is a good idea. We started with 3 dogs. We are adding on 4 more dogs, which gives you 7 dogs. In number 7, we have 8 cats. 1 cat joins. How many cats now? Some students, because this doesn't have a picture and neither does number 6, will want to draw out little circles or maybe little X's. We start with 8 cats. Those circles just represent each cat, and then you have 1 cat that joins, and they can count them from there. A lot of students will individually count these circles. As a math sentence, this is 8. We're adding on 1 more cat, which gives you 9 cats total. In this higher order thinking question, they really want the students to be creative, so we're going to make up an addition story about these birds. The kids can say whatever they'd like. Help encourage them to make this really exciting. Like, these birds are having a party. They could draw them all party hats. They can really add on and be creative here however they'd like. I'm going to say these 3 birds are having a party. Their friend is joining the party and shows up. So we started with 3 birds. We added on 1 more bird, which in total is 4 birds. Now, they are allowed to use pictures, they're allowed to use numbers like I did, or they're even allowed to use words to explain the whole story, like what I just said out loud about the party, they would write in here. And then number 9 is usually a question that is the same type of question that they will see on an assessment later in the topic. So at the end of topic 1, when their assessment comes up, something like this question in number 9 is probably going to be on there. So they're showing you a picture of 5 frogs, 3 frogs join, how many frogs now? And it's a multiple choice question. So if we started with 5, added on 3, and end up with 8, which one of those is the correct answer? The student might count all of the frogs, notice that it's 8, and find the answer that includes an 8. If they count incorrectly, they might end up with one of the incorrect answers. I encourage students to write out their answer on the side and then find the answer that matches so that it's a double check for getting it correct. Okay, that's everything for grade 1, topic 1, lesson 1. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be breaking down math concepts to help you support your child with confidence. Leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to get help with next. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to exclusive resources, check out our Patreon. Every little bit helps to keep creating helpful content for people just like you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.